Yeah. Darn it.
Oh, Jang. Hello and welcome to Feet on the Street. Tonight we have Ray Myers, right? Byers. Ray Byers.
And Susan Lewis.
And Susan Lewis, who are part of KUKN.
I work for Cook and Country Radio as a news reporter.
Oh, see?
That's his day job.
That's my day job.
Oh.
At night I do different things.
So
And
you
that's
like,
what we're here
so
for.
you like Batman, right?
Except cooler.
Oh, okay. And then you,
I don't
Just-
have a day. Well, I temp during the day. I do part-time work here and there. All legal.
all legal?
All legal.
Oh, that's good.
But we're here
With the
promoting
cabaret.
Cabaret Folly.
Yes, yes.
My landlord
So
works at 15.
what's been happening with the cabaret?
Okay, let's see. How long is the show?
We'll be
got an
easy.
hour.
Just put a quarter in her.
Yeah, I know.
We'll find.
Okay,
I'm just here for I can.
I really will do this quickly. Lots of people, when they hear the word cabaret, they think Joel Ray and Liza Minnelli. It's not that. Long time ago, the Junior Service League used to put on real cabarets. They were dinner theaters. They wrote it, they scripted it, they costumed it, they choreographed it. They did all the work at a dinner theater. Over time, they started hiring outside directors who would bring in the whole show as a package, and that's what we do now. We have this absolutely miraculous director named Jamie Donegan,
Yeah.
and he brings the score, the script, the rights to the music, the instructions for props and some of the props, all the costumes, all the choreography, all the sheet music. And in 3.5 weeks, we put on a show. For a long time, it was run by the Junior Service League as part of their fundraising process. And then they started sharing time with other organizations, most recently with Pioneer Lions. And the last season, it was just the Pioneer Lions and Columbia Theater. And so what we decided during the last show cycle was that it really, really, really is too valuable an effort to let it get absorbed into some other organization. It deserves an organization of its own. And so that's what we've done. We started an organization that ultimately does cabaret the show every 2 or 3 years. But what we're doing differently now is instead of just inserting it into an existing fundraising calendar for some other organization, this is going to be our prime motive. We're going to end up putting on the show, but the purpose of the show, the purpose of our fundraising is to support other nonprofits in the area.
And you do that, and you apparently help with the fundraising.
I am part of the board. I'm on the board of Cabaret Follies in Lower Columbia. The newly formed, it's a nonprofit 501c3, and we're just getting our feet. We're getting things going and getting together here. We have a goal of producing the next cabaret in fall of next year. Things are proceeding quite swimmingly with that, and at the same time, we're also organizing with the framework that we're building in the community with other cast members, building up committees to do fundraising, to do outreach, to do public outreach, to be working on the things that are really what the cabaret is coming together to support. And so it's an interesting process so far, and in its infancy, but picking up steam.
It's exciting and sort of nerve-wracking to birth a brand new organization, because many of us who have been in shows over the years are familiar with the end product, but now we're birthing a whole new organization of filing tax returns and incorporating and buying insurance and all the legal stuff, so that we can be as part of the area's fundraising and charity skylines. That's what our intention is to do.
So, what are the steps or the processes for a fundraiser?
I don't know, but I
For
feel better. I
fundraising?
feel better. I've been drinking a lot.
Yes. Give me money.
So it depends on on what your goal is and what your structure is. Susan helped formulate this whole thing, and we incorporated as a REAP, which is a fully nonprofit organization that it has a board of directors, meets regularly, and there are specific criteria. There are different ways to go about it. There are different organizations, you can connect to another larger organization to help you coordinate your fundraising, or you can go out on your own. And so there's the sky is the limit as far as what you want to do.
We had a party a few weeks ago. We had an auction and dance party. And that was just kind of.
That was at the Longview Eagles, correct?
That's good.
Yeah, it was. And that was pretty much, that wasn't a board designed event. There was a group of people, a group of women who grew up out of the last show cycle. Some of them knew each other from high school, some of them knew each other as neighbors, some of them just met during the show, but this amazing synergy grew up among these women. And since the show last May, they have gone on vacations together, they've had parties together, they're always putting stuff up on Facebook together. They've just become this really wonderful nut of good friends. Of nuts, yes. And they're just wonderful. And they sort of said they wouldn't mind doing something for us. So they put most of the effort and energy and resources into making this party happen, and then they just let us keep the proceeds.
And I don't want that.
And they're just wonderful. They call themselves How Fun Is That? And they're wonderful people. They're just wonderful people.
How fun is that?
Yeah, because that sort of was their catch motto as throughout the show and every event since then. So we're going to be having other sorts of fundraising things. That was a very organized party for the purpose of fundraising. We're going to actually, we've done burger bill things before. They're very generous.
They are.
Of the community. We want to have a yard sale. We're going to have other dance parties. We're going to have sales and sell stuff in shops. We're going to make our own little stationery and things. And so the fundraising.
We have t-shirts.
And it has to be.
You're going to have t-shirts or die trying.
Okay, they're not gonna die trying because it's gonna happen,
When you
people.
visit my grave, there'll be a t-shirt on it.
So, for everybody that's out there listening, tell them how they can order one of these t-shirts.
Okay, we are on Facebook.
Cabaret Follies, Lower Columbia.
Yeah, if you search Facebook, just Cabaret Follies, that's one of our little acronyms. I mean, our little nicknames. If you search Facebook for Cabaret Follies, and it comes up Cabaret Follies of Lower Columbia, go to that page, like the page, and there is a photo that's a page, an order form for t-shirts. I don't have a sample of the t-shirt. Would that I did.
But it does look really cool.
Yeah, they are. They're really, and they're locally produced. And so if you just fill out that form, write us a check, put it in the mail to Post Office Box 1212, Longview. We're placing orders in a cycle, and so yours will be in the next order.
Yeah, we're doing it in batches. It's more efficient. It cuts costs.
Yeah, it's got.
But it's a nice. It's got a cool logo on it.
Yeah,
It's shiny.
yeah.
It's shiny. It's shiny. It's shiny. It's got to be good. Right?
It's got to be flashy.
Ooh, shiny.
Shiny thing. And it's a lot of t-shirts, and I'm not saying that we won't go this route in the future. A lot of t-shirts just look like sports teams t-shirts, and we've done those before for cabaret shows. But the sentiment was kind of that we wanted something a little more stylish, a little more fitted, that didn't look like you were going to wash the car.
Yeah.
And so these are really nice t-shirts, and they are locally produced.
So how long have you guys been helping with the cabaret?
Susan's been involved in cabaret for a long time. I am a rookie. This is my first one.
Oh, but he's a pro. He was born to the stage.
What kind of got you guys interested?
Well, I moved here in 2001, and a friend of mine said, right after I moved here, said, "Oh, we're going to do a cabaret in 2002. You've got to be in it." And I went, "Oh, no. No, I'm not a stage person." But she said, "Oh, just come to meet the director." And that show was in the fall of 2002, and I was in one number. And by the end of the run of the show, I was like, "You'll never get me off this stage." You'll never, out of my dead cold hands, you will try this thing. And so in 2004, I think I was in 9 numbers. And in 2007, I cut back to like 4 or 5. And so it really is addictive. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people who think they have no talent are tremendously surprised to find out that they do. And it's just a lot of fun being together, making friends, learning new skills. People who think they can't sing suddenly learn they can sing, or at least they can lip sync with the chorus. You know, and so I got involved sort of with the behind the curtain part of it too. A lot of the database and the mailings and paperwork and stuff like that. And so I've only been involved with it. It's a long time, relatively speaking, for Ray, but only since 2002. The show goes back 50, 60, 70 years, but I don't.
You're only like, what, 25?
Yeah, right. I can drink.
I knew that.
I can drink water.
I went to my first cabaret in, I think, 01. Or maybe, no, it might have been the next one. It might have been the 04 cabaret anyway. And went with my wife, and she actually turned to me and said, "You need to do this."
She was right.
And I missed the next one, but then this one came around last year, and it's like, okay, the schedule worked out. Okay, I have time for this, and I got involved, and as Susan said, the rest is pretty much history. It was just like, okay, I gotta get more involved with this. This is pretty cool. I forgot how much fun I had doing stuff.
Yeah.
And I did not know it was possible to have that much fun over an entire month. If you don't know about cabaret, you know that everybody in the cast is from here in the community. They're just walking off the streets and Jamie brings them all together, and in a month you have facsimile of a Broadway show. And it's just an amazing process to watch.
Yeah.
So are you guys just doing fundraising, or are you guys involved in more than just fundraising? Right.
Oh, we're doing everything.
Oh, yeah.
We're part of the board. There are 6 of us on the board. Ray, Michelle Carr, who works for the Daily News and is a tap dancer. Jackie Evans, who is our institutional memory. She goes back. She has been associated with cabaret since it was exclusively the Junior Service League's function. Tom Hutchinson, our fearless leader, our fearless city council member, and Vicki Rhodes is just added to the board this year. She works at the Longview Housing Authority and is a dynamo.
Oh.
Be careful what you say in front of Vicki, because she might get it done.
Yeah.
She's really great. And me. And so there's 6 of us on the board now, and we're doing everything. We're making plans. We're forming committees. We're doing all the background stuff, and we're begging.
And we're begging.
In our spare time, we beg.
So
Shamelessly, by the way.
Yes.
shamelessly.
But the other thing that we're doing, I'm just going to interrupt 1 second here. The pattern in the past has been that, okay, it's a cabaret year, so now we have to do things differently. So for 3 weeks or 3 months or whatever, people would run around selling ads, begging for rehearsal space, trying to find rehearsal piano players, trying to get props, trying to get things printed, trying to get dry cleaners, all in the weeks leading up to the show. That is going to change this time. We're building relationships now with vendors, with dry cleaners, with printers, people who will be our partners, and we'll promote them, they'll promote us, so that we won't have to hustle and scratch for stuff at the end. And so that's what we're going to be doing in the weeks and months and years leading up to the next show. And those relationships are going to last.
When is the next show?
Knock on glass, it will be late 2016. That's our plan.
And Susan, also, we're also early next year, the board will working with the membership of Cabaret Follies, and anybody can be a member of Cabaret Follies. By the way, you can be an associate member, or you can pay your $10 per year and be a voting member. Early next year, we'll be selecting the beneficiary of what the cabaret will be when we have that performance late next year, so that there's a goal, there's something that we can hold up and people say, okay, this is what we're doing, this is what our what we're working for this year's cabaret, and that's going to be part of the ongoing process. as well.
Yeah, that was part of the protocol when the Service League did it. You know, they would say, this year's show is going to benefit XYZ charity. And that's part of the reason that we wanted to break off and do our own organization, because when existing organizations run it and they say, okay, I am the XYZ charity, I'm putting on cabaret, people say, oh, I gave to you, I bought something from you at the Squirrel Fest, or, you know, I donated to you some other time, I don't need to support this. What we're going to do is, at the beginning, as Ray said, at the beginning of the show cycle, we're going to solicit requests from nonprofit organizations. The membership will vote on them, and then we will announce to the community who this show is going to benefit. We'll invite members of that organization to take part if they want to, not if they don't want to. But that way, when we go out and say, we're going to put on a show, would you like to buy an ad? It's going to benefit this agency. It's a whole lot easier to get people to care about it.
Oh.
Right? Wouldn't you do that?
I would, actually.
Yeah.
I would. That actually is pretty cool.
Rather than just say, I'm putting on a show, give me money and I'll go spend it.
Yeah.
You know,
You
get, our members will get to pick who it goes to.
It's like, hey,
That's actually kind of really nice. Yeah, I like that
And that's
idea.
Jamie's model in the other places that he puts on these shows. He works all around the country, from Virginia to Texas to other places in Washington and all around the country. And the most successful models for his shows operate this way. And that's another reason that I wanted to spin off, you know, just because it works for them. It works. It
Right,
may
so
look
not
like,
only are we having a great time, put on a great entertainment for the community, we're focusing in and making sure that people know that we're helping as well.
yes.
So, what do you guys like, each of you, what do you guys like most about the cabaret and how?
It was just, I was just fascinated with the whole process. I mean, I had a lot of fun. It was just a blast. But just you know, you're watching this all kind of go on for a couple, 3 weeks, and you go, this really can't possibly work. And then
Exactly. 2 weeks into rehearsals, you're saying, oh my God, have we made a mistake?
and then the curtain goes up on show night, and it all comes together, more or less.
It is
Oh,
transformational.
absolutely. And I was in drama stuff when I was down in high school, and I did some other things in college, and hadn't done it for a long time. And then I got into this, and it was like, and I had forgotten how much fun I had. And that's the thing about it. And it's just people, like I said, it's just people in the community getting together and having that same fun. It's just a month. It's literally a month-long party.
Well, yeah, it is. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of short feet.
Oh yeah.
But there's this unity that comes up out of it.
Oh yeah. You're part of the club once you get.
It's just it's really,
Goosebumps.
no kidding. There's just this unity that comes out of it, and so when you couple a new community of friends and associations with the ability to do good,
Yeah.
You know?
It's, what else? Yeah. What else? How can you not want to do that?
yeah. Yeah, so we're excited. Can you tell?
I can tell, y'all love it.
We do love it.
Which
Lots
is
of
good.
people love it.
That's good. So, because I don't know exactly where the cabaret is,
Okay.
what kind of things are in a cabaret? Singing, dancing?
You know, I almost
Sure.
rather, but we couldn't even have anyone play it. It's what they call a review. It's a musical review, musical comedy review. It's singing, it's dancing, it's comedy, it's commercials. This last theme had we had kind of a dual thing. Started off with earthquake striking, you know, the Longview Kelso area, and I played a newscaster. Golden Medley, WKKT Live, Action News. And
That was a stretch.
yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, it was a real stretch. I really expanded my horizons to that. And so then there was another newscaster, and there was this interspersed news bits in between songs and dances and other little sketches. And then the second half was alien invasion, kind of the same thing, you know. And it is
Because the earthquake was actually a ship landing.
anyway. Then they had giant catfish, like a surfboard.
Yeah, it was.
But it's everything, and that's how everybody gets to be a part of it, because it's got big dance numbers. You have big choruses or and you know, songs, and so you can bring a bunch of people together, show them a basic dance step, put some music behind it, and then all of a sudden you have this just giant production number that, oh wow, how can you do that?
Huh.
Can you juggle? We'll get you in the next show.
Yeah, no, I can't juggle. Not even if my life's been out and I've tried.
Well, you've got a little over a year.
Funny story about that, actually, really quick. I was in high school, and my friend decided, oh, look, I'm going to sign you up for a school play. Because usually, what am I doing? Oh, you're juggling. Huh? It's a comedy, so it'll be fine. Okay. So I'm sitting there and these auditions, right? And I'm juggling, and I had 3 tennis balls, and I was trying to juggle. I got going good for just a minute, and then everything, you know, it went up and hit the director in the head. And I'm like, oh dear Lord, no. He's like, was that part of the plan? Sure.
Well, yes.
Yes, of course. It's supposed to be comedy, right?
And you did well.
That's right. There you go.
Well, then
You fit right in.
Well, then they ended up having me do the sound and whatnot. I thought that was pretty fun. Got to make people look good and sound good. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm not much into acting.
That's what everybody
surprised.
says.
Yeah. You'd be
You
surprised,
really-
yeah.
I mean, I can act, and I know I can a little bit, and I can sing just a tiny bit.
Well, there you go. Then you're
But-
we'll sign you up.
I'm more into the backstage.
Well, you know,
You need those
we
people
use
too.
those too. We have need for those too.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you
Susan,
guys ever heard of
she was a yeoman.
the 12th Night.
Never got to be on stage last year.
I think it
Oh,
was a Shakespeare play or
Yeah.
something like that. 12th
Yeah.
Night. I helped set that up in my high school.
Very good.
nice.
It actually turned out really good. But
Yeah, there are all sorts of skills necessary to put on a really good professional performance.
Yeah.
Lots of time.
Yeah.
Actually, this time I was totally out on
Yeah.
the stage, but it was just as much fun because I was backstage a lot, so I was feeling the energy and excitement, telling people to shut up. Shut up. But it's yeah, it's transformative. It really, really is.
so, volunteers.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We need more.
How does one actually come in and volunteer to help out with the cabaret?
We are on Facebook, Cabaret Follies. Just look for us on Facebook and like the page, and we will definitely get back to you. Or you can write to us. Our email address is Cabaret Follies LC, all one word, Cabaret Follies LC @gmail.com. You can write to us. You can call Ray at his home number.
I am listening.
Our post office box is 1212 in Longview.
I think
We-
it's appreciated.
When we have events, we'll put it in the paper and we'll broadcast it. We'll ask our community buddies to put signs in their stores and everything.
And then if you listen to him on the radio, I'm pretty sure he
Oh, yeah.
advertises it.
Yes, and it's been great to see the community, you know, just like this last thing we did. A lot of people got it up on their reader boards and stuff like that. So there's people that are dialed in on it, that are ready to be a part of it.
And when we will have an event, an open house sort of thing from time to time, and we'll make that every bit as
Oh,
public as, you know, signs and posters and ads and news articles and radio.
Do you guys ever thought about maybe during the Go Forth Festival setting up a booth?
Well, we want to have presence at a lot of the community events. When either Squirrel Fest, we haven't talked lately about Go Forth, but we'll, as this goes along, we'll definitely have those kinds of things, increase in grades and things like that. But
We're starting with a skeleton budget right now, and so
And
spending money to do stuff like
Oh,
that
yeah.
has to be a really, really carefully thought out process.
Well, yeah, and I don't know about the Go Forth Festival, how much it costs to get a booth or whatnot, for how many days, whatever. But there's a lot of, every time I walk the lake, I get a lot of information about certain other companies and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I found out where I like my favorite brand of coffee. I still can't remember pronounce the name of it.
Coffee.
That's what I call it. It's my coffee. It's not made here. It's made in the United States. It's not used also. It's made.
We don't grow coffee here?
Well, we grow coffee here, yes. It's just this type of coffee apparently is not grown here yet. Is what last year was.
Something to look forward to.
It was really good though. It was caramel and I have it at the house still. I bought like 4 of them.
There you go.
And they were big ones, and I don't drink coffee all that often, so I still have it. But anyway, back to you guys. Now, you said you guys do the Squirrel Festival, and
We haven't yet.
Like to.
We'd like to have presence at community events. That's just part of the process of getting together and getting those things in line.
well, you guys do a lot with the Eagles. So.
That's been convenient for us. I don't know who's made those connections, but it's
We
just,
have some cast members who are Eagles, and so they spend a lot of time there anyway. And they were very nice about letting us use their dance floor for rehearsals.
Yeah, they're really
During
cool
the
about
last
it.
show.
yes.
And so,
Where the How Fun Is That event was, it's just we have connections, so we just use them.
And so yeah, the Eagles,
They've been great.
because that Friday nights I go to the Eagles on
oh
Friday.
yeah,
And sometimes I tell people what kind of events are there and whatnot. Because people ask, because the setup the way it is,
Sure.
they ask, oh, what's this for?
yeah,
Mhm.
And they're like, oh, is it open or free or whatever?
right.
And then the Eagles members will point towards the right direction to see if they can get in,
Right.
come,
Right. Yeah, they have been very generous with letting us use their space because it's an awesome dance floor
Mhm.
and wonderful servers, wonderful staff. So
They have a wonderful staff. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you guys know her, Sandy.
Yes, yes.
She's an amazing person. Love her to death.
Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. But yeah, no, she helps out a lot too. Anyway, so what kind of fundraisers are you guys looking at doing?
I don't want to jinx us too much by revealing too much too soon. We're looking at some performance things that will be original. And I like to have a yard sale just because I have stuff I'd like to get rid of. I think yard sale, this town is yard sale heaven. And so
Oh,
we
yeah,
just
don't
pick the right
forget.
weekend.
Terry Taylor for
I was like,
Saturday
can't you
night.
guys do the Terry?
Well,
go with
I
the
don't know if we have anybody
Well,
listening to Terry
doesn't the
Taylor.
whole town just sort of shut down for that weekend and everybody just drives around to yard sale, to yard sale, to yard sale? We might be having another dance party. I'm working, I would like to work with some of our members to create items that we can license and sell on our own, like stationery and stuff.
Have you guys thought about like a cook-off, bake-off type thing?
It may be on someone's list. I don't really know what the current competition looks like, the food competition calendar. I know they used to have a soup-off. First it was for Stageworks, and then they started doing.
Because I would so enjoy cook-off.
Sweet.
I love
All right,
cook-offs.
you're on the committee.
There you go.
You're one of us now.
Funny story, when my dad lived in Portland a while back, he was always involved in these bake-offs. So I would not involved, but volunteered and whatnot. So I would go with them, and some of them people can bake, and it's really good. Like that's actually where I first tried my hot chili. Spicy as all get out. But anyway, and I'm like, and I've always thought it'd be fun to just to enter one. Take whatever you like, get whatever. Like I can make some good chili. Chili cook-off, or just a cook-off period, make your famous dishes, or come try it out.
That's a wonderful idea. I
They
don't
actually
think
had
we
a-
said no to anything yet. We're considering,
Everything's on the table.
we're less than a year old. We haven't even been a corporation for a year. We were just made nonprofit like in July. So we're still brand new, we're toddling. And so we're not turning down any ideas yet. And we will announce committee meetings when people can show up and just bombard us with ideas.
Yeah.
But you don't come with an idea unless you come with a plan.
Right.
None of this, you know what you ought to do? No. You bring an idea, you bring a plan, and we'll all work on it.
Yes.
So it's fun. It's like, hey, let's put on a show. My dad will let us use the barn.
Oh, I can see that turning all that.
Cool.
I've been to a couple of those fundraising barn parties through my high school and turned out all bad.
Really? Well,
You
you
didn't
can't.
you have the fun group that we have.
It's more like fundraising than fundraising. If you're having a good time, you don't mind parting with a little loose change. If you know that the reason you're being invited is to give up your checkbook, not quite so much fun.
Yeah.
But we are fun.
So how do you guys,
Yes, that's.
if you don't mind me asking, how do you guys advertise besides the radio and the Daily News?
Any way we can. If you've got a balloon, we'll put it up on balloon.
We haven't done any paid advertising
No.
yet. As I said, we're really still bare bones on the expenditures. Everything that we can public, yeah, and gratis, any of the free papers or just ask me about Cabaret. We haven't, and that's part of the goal.
I'm with
Look
Cabaret.
at someone on the sandwich board just cruising Commerce Avenue here.
We haven't done formal, well, we've advertised events. We advertised our annual meeting, we advertised our, how fun is that party? But we don't do just general, non-specific advertising. It helps to have an event, it helps to have a purpose and a goal.
That's the thing that we've really tried to make sure that everything is done with a focus and a purpose. Because it's really easy, especially working with as many groups as we work with. You get this situation where it's the same 10 people that are doing everything in town. We're trying to break away from that as well. We want to make sure that we're reaching out to the community and the community's reaching to us, and so that we're involving as many people in as many ways as we possibly can. That being said, you have to be focused and you have to have specific things, because that way people have things to grab onto. Otherwise it just gets lost in all the white noise and everything else that's going on.
And the only reason I asked about advertising because I every now and then like to build flyers and brochures and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
I used to do it all the time on my computer.
Okay, that's, all right.
I actually
There's
had
two
a,
reasons I'm coming after you.
I actually was starting a calendar to be on this for a while back, but never actually finished it.
I was wondering about that.
It was on the other computer I had when it crashed, so everything I had on it.
Back up. Back up.
I had a backup on it, and then it destroyed.
Those things happen.
It's sort of cleansing in a way.
they got all those little shops.
Yeah. But now I have a flash drive that I put.
Oh, yeah.
That's backup.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm gonna get me one of those. It's a 65 gig. And everything on my computer will fit plus some.
I saw on Facebook.
So I do a lot of
Sunday.
things on my computer.
That's why
So.
we're gonna do that one.
I have 2 external hard drives that I bought at 2
Yeah,
different
they're
times.
really
I
good.
bought the second one because I forgot I had the first one. And they're huge, and they're way more than my computer will ever
Good
fill.
night.
But but I also have like 6 or 7 of those little jump drives. I think they've turned me into a digital hoarder. Ooh, I can save that. Ooh, I can save that.
Getting back to your question on advertising, we're trying to reach out in any way we can. Obviously, public service announcements are mostly what we're doing now, through the paper, through the radio, the community bulletin boards on KLTV, on the Facebook page, whatever internet outreach we can do. So whatever we have available to us at the lowest cost right now. As Susan said, we haven't done any paid advertising yet, but we're using every outlet that's available to us, especially with the
Every connection.
Absolutely.
So, as far as that goes, it's whatever is available. Like I said, if you've got a balloon, you got rockets, we'll use those too.
Or if you have an announcement board on the outside of your business, just.
Or a blimp.
A cute little dog that we could put a little billboard on the side of, and you could run up and down the street, and we'll use that too.
Yes, yes. We're gonna do tattoos. No, I'm kidding. We're all gonna get the same tattoo.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah,
Well, I mean, this is the place. You want a tattoo? Come along.
That's right, yeah.
Fun. A tattoo.
Our logo. I have it on a card, but it's probably too small to see. Was designed by a local artist up in Castle Rock named Sandra Pitansu from Booster Graphics, and it's beautiful, and it's bright, and it's shiny, and it's exciting. Lots of jazz hands up in the air, and she's been a cast member since for a long time. And
We had a mother-daughter group,
three generations.
in this year.
We have a family here in town. We have grandma, a mom, and a daughter who are all either singers or dancers or both in the show.
Huh. So, what is the age range for the cabaret?
18 to dead.
Almost dead, please.
Not to dead, because well,
18, no, not quite dead.
Yeah.
18 to pulse and breath.
Yeah.
so that's about 18 to 99.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, yeah. How old was the singer? Oh,
Dolores?
Dolores. How old was Dolores?
Oh, she's in her 80s. Comfortably in her 80s, and she rocks. She rocks. Dolores Baxter.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. She's saying "Walking After Midnight" this year.
Oh yeah, she makes Patsy Cline
Oh, she
jealous.
was wonderful.
Wasn't she amazing?
Yes.
Is there any questions from the sideline people?
And then,
From the vast crowd here.
but, and
Our
then
audience
on the
here.
other end, like I said, we had a couple kids from LCC, and kids of previous cast members who have been chomping at the bit to get in,
Yeah.
and so it's
One of the challenges of an event like this is that I don't think people here in Longview really understand what a treasure trove of talent they have. This past year, 2014, we collided with Stageworks calendar. And in a town where there's this much talent, this much artistic creativity, and these stages, we're always going to collide with somebody else's calendar, and that's regrettable. So we missed a couple of cast members for this show because they were involved with Stageworks. Because there's main stage and there's center stage, and all of the
Love Street
theater
Playhouse, and
there are dance recitals, and the talent here is just, it's embarrassing. It's so deep, and I don't think people here realize what a wonderful gift they have of all of this talent. And so we just want a little bit of it for 3 weeks. then they can go back to doing whatever they were doing. They will be forever changed.
Yeah. I actually was trying to get my friend Carissa into one of these shows, either the cabaret or stage work or something, because she has an amazing voice.
Mhm.
And she can sing.
Coming after you, Kobe. I want all of these names.
I know a lot of people that can sing, and she actually she's been in choir since as long as I know her. But she actually has videos up on Facebook and YouTube
Really?
and whatnot, and she has an amazing voice, like gives you chills. And that's not just me saying, because everybody that comments on, oh, you gave me chills, goosebumps, whatever. I mean, she opens her mouth, like she puts Adele to shame. She can
Really?
sing Adele better than Adele.
Wow.
She can sing Beyonce better than Beyonce.
Wow.
She's actually from that.
Wow.
But anyway.
I so envy people with talent. But somebody has to sit and applaud, and that's
There
my
you go.
job.
Right? Right? So, any questions back there?
Hello?
You should put him out there to help with some of the stuff because he can do it.
Resourceful is
All
what
right.
she's trying to say.
I'm coming after him.
Please do, because he would be a big asset for it.
Good.
Yes.
I'm a man of many talents.
There you go.
We'll just put it that way.
Good.
Oh, and we are here at Lynn's Ice Cream Yogurt More, 1232 Commerce.
Cool
Yes,
place.
and we
Come
wanna-
here.
Thank you, Lynn,
Eat
for letting
burgers.
us use your
Oh,
space.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
She's an amazing person. Just let me know.
Yes, I am.
Just ask her.
Just ask her.
And it's
She's
a-
friendly and kind and loving and caring, and she likes to listen to you.
And okay.
My feet up. Sandals on.
Anyway, anything else you guys want to touch on, or
Just have fun.
come join the cabaret?
Go to
Well-
our Facebook page, check things out. You can get in touch with any of us. If you want to call me at the station, give me a call, talk about it. Susan, you can tell she doesn't like to talk about this at all.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Yeah.
I
She's
know.
been quiet the whole
Is
time.
There's a knife in my side forcing me to do this.
She's been talking. She's just been quiet the whole time.
Probably better give out the contact information one more time.
Yeah.
Just
Yes, okay. Our Facebook page is Cabaret Follies, LC. No, Cabaret Follies, Lower Columbia. Just search for that and you'll find us. The email address is Cabaret Follies LC for Lower Columbia @gmail.com. And no, not my phone number. We don't have a website yet.
But
That'll come.
Facebook, just get to the Facebook page and that'll get you
I
hooked
don't
up.
know if you guys want to put your personal number
No,
out
no,
there
no,
right
no,
now.
no. But if you get to the Facebook page, that will not only get you connected to the Cabaret Follies Lower Columbia, but all of us are in there too. And if you want to talk to us, then you can talk to us.
Yeah, and any of the other members who are
Yeah.
enthusiastically supporting the whole effort too.
Right.
Oh, and our post office box, if you want to send us money.
Yes, if you want to send a donation.
Or anything,
Yes.
questions, anything, it's post office box 1212 in Longview, 98632. And that's.
And like they said, they're always looking for volunteers or people to join the cabaret.
Absolutely.
So when you see a little blurb in the paper on the service organizations day or the announcements of, meetings, social club meetings and stuff, this is what it means when it says Cabaret Follies. It's the most, let me clean this up, it's the most fun you can have, period.
Sure.
True.
Unequivocally.
Doing a good deed,
That's right.
and learning skills and learning things that you really think you couldn't do. My first show, I was in the first show in 2002, and there was a a number that was seated, and I went, oh, I can do that. So everyone's in the opening and closing, so I was in the seated number and the opening and closing. As a result of that show, a bunch of people said, gosh, you know, that tap number looks like a lot of fun. Maybe, you know, so they went to one of the cast members, Cindy Van Hoosen, who has been dancing and teaching dance for a long time. And so she started a class in early 2003. Most of us were A, over 50, and B, never danced in our lives. There were a few of them who had taken jazz and tap when they were teenagers.
Yeah.
And like within 3 years, we won a competition. Because she's a good teacher, the energy was there, the fun was there. It's just, and I never thought, I went to school dances, but I never thought I was a dancer. And I learned to tap dance, and it was great, and it was fun, and I miss it. I think we'll get back to it. It's a lot of fun. You can, but if you can count to 8, you can dance. If you can walk, you can dance. Trust me.
She's like, yeah, she knows.
But you know something, it's not just about the performance. That's what we've been telling you for years and years. It's about, oh, be in the show. Be in the show, buy an ad, be in the show. We want to expand beyond that. We are part of the community. We're going to do fundraisers. If you have an idea for an event, or you know, something that can be something that you've always wanted to do or sell or create, but you didn't have a purpose, and you might like to do it for a good deed, contact us.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Thanks.
It's a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Anyway,
I knew it. It's so easy. I'm ashamed of myself sometimes.
next week's guest,
Phil St. Jean.
Phil St. Jean,
Phil, I haven't seen him for a while.
who is
Your best friend. What does Phil do?
I don't know what he does.
Is he working on his,
Nothing at the
still
moment.
trying to get his, first responder thing going?
Well, I think he's trying right now just to take care of himself.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of been in a dark spot,
Right.
what he calls it, and
Yeah.
he's doing good.
Good,
He's
going
doing
to good. That's good to hear.
well, next week's guest is Phil St. Jean, and who's host John Randall
I'll be
from
here for the
Relay
next class
Local
too.
will be the host. 2 more shows, guys. The second show will be our last show. I know. Please bring on the
Everybody who's been here tonight is also welcome.
Yes.
Oh, everybody who's been here tonight, we'll be here. We'll be here, and we will bring friends.
Oh, definitely.
Please
And
bring
we'll bring
friends.
boas.
It'll.
Yeah.
Let me read this really fast, and we'll finish this. Okay. Feet on the Street has, which has been and is a show about people at our community, will be ending as of May 26, 2015. KLTV gave birth an opportunity to celebrate the many great people and things which exist in our region. Under the stewardship of Candace Benton and Cody Strickland, me, the show evolved into an internet connection joined by many around the world. The guests on the show, which number over 1,000, have been a joy to share with, and we thank them all with our heart. As well as KLTV, we also express great gratitude and appreciation to our host of the years, Minus World, Bruno's Pizza, and especially Lynn's Burgers and More, 1232 Commerce. The final show will be at Lynn's starting at 5 and ending at 7, featuring some incredible guests. All are welcome to join us on this event. For more information, please contact Candace Benton at 360-751-2364. Thank you for all your participation and support through the years.
Candace is another dynamo.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yes.
But yes, we're going to be ending the 26th, which is not next week, but the week after. It'll be our last show. Our guest will be Fred Carter.
Yeah.
I did say that right.
Very cool. Oh, yeah.
It will start at 5. Carl Workla may be here. It's not for sure yet, but we will start filming at 5. And we'll most likely have, if guests from the past come on and whatnot,
We'll have
even these two.
We'll have to.
You'll let us in.
what, this restaurant holds what, 90?
65.
65.
It can hold 90.
It could hold 90, but 65
What's the
is,
fire marshal say?
Yeah. That's Fire Marshal's not here.
right? So come on in, enjoy some great music, some food. We also will be having an event in August on a Tuesday night. All proceeds goes to Lynn's dinner for the homeless and less fortunate for Christmas.
Very good.
I will end up advertising that somehow,
Oh, yeah.
and you can hear her in the background. Oh yeah. Anyway, to end our show, we do shout outs.
Why are you playing with Pink Feather?
I'm not.
I saw that.
I don't
That's his
know.
parting gift for tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. What pink
I
feather?
won't say anything. I could, but I won't.
Anyway, shout outs. Donna from Randall, Ray from Longview, Dane from Germany, Ann from Longview, Rachel from Escondido, Elise from Kelso, Aaron from Vader, Michael from North Dakota, Renee from New Hampshire, Connie from Cleveland, Connie from Winlock, Debbie from Vancouver, Christine from Longview, Darcy from Longview, Gail from Australia, Vitalis from Kenya, Martha from Tacoma, Susan from England, Jamal from Africa, Stephen from Portland, Rich from Seattle, TJ from the Midwest, Lynn from Victoria, BC, Mark from Pittsburgh, Amelia from Longview, Black Dog Cat from the UK, Paul from Seattle, Garina from Seattle, Carol from Longview, Avery from Longview, and Jack from Ohio.
That's impressive.
Very good. Yeah, very cool.
And we probably have more that we haven't listed yet.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Spanning the globe.
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube. Everybody watches YouTube. I think. You can find me on YouTube doing random things.
It's not just about cats.
Although I've learned if you put cats in the title, you get a lot of views.
Yeah. Really not.
Cute kittens
Yeah.
and me. You get a lot of views, trust me.
That's our new strategy.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Write that one down.
Cute kittens and cabaret.
There you go. If it has cute kittens in it, of course everybody's gonna watch it. Everybody likes kittens. Or you can type in real life unicorn. You get a lot of views that way too. Just don't dress up as the unicorn. It's probably not.
It's been done.
Yeah.
I know. I was one of them that did. That suit did not fit on easy. Anyway, so next week's guest will be Phil St. Jean, 6 o'clock, 5:30 before dinner, or dinner, before 5:30 for dinner. I think that's it. Events coming up. Saturday will be the powwow at Kelso High School. I do believe it starts at 9 and ends at 9.
I think it starts at 10 and goes till 8. But not 9 might, you get there at 9, you'll still get a good spot. Grand marches are at 1 and 7.
Yeah. And then, well, I can't remember exactly what time. I seen it at the library yesterday. It might have been said 9 to 8 or 10 to 8, 9. Not quite sure. Or maybe noon.
Admission's free, that's the thing.
Yes. But come in, support your local tribes, eat some good food, buy some stuff.
Very cool event if you haven't never been to one.
It is actually, I was involved. I was involved in one a few years back. I helped with the filming and then helped with the tribal dances. That was interesting. But yes, I think that's the only event coming up
Where's it now?
this week. It's Saturday. You guys don't have anything coming up?
Who, us?
How about you guys?
And we're good.
Oh, okay. Well, see you guys next week. Thank you guys for showing
Thank
up.
you. Thank you very much. Thanks for your energy and all these years of effort.
But we will see you guys next week.
Thank you.